Hey guys, I want to show you how you can essentially have shopping free in Cold War Zombies. If you guys remembered Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, we got gobblegums and elixirs that allowed us to run around the map for a full minute buying everything for free. Well, this is pretty much like that in some ways, and this allows you to get thousands and thousands of dollars. It works really good in the early rounds where you just want to open up all the doors, get your perks, get pack-a-punched, and get set up. Some people might have noticed this is happening in the game, but when I noticed it, I was like, oh, we are going to take this and start using it as a method. This is amazing. And yeah, we do. We use it every game. It's extremely useful. And I don't know if they're going to be changing this, but this looks like it's some kind of new mechanic for zombies that helps casual players or new players to zombies keep up and be able to participate in the game. So what's happening is if you bleed out and you come back, you're going to be getting thousands and thousands of points based on the round that you respawned in. And this starts immediately at round 2 when you bleed out and come back. You're going to get 1,000 points based on the previous round. And this is by doing absolutely nothing but getting down, bleeding out, and coming back. And yes, you do have to get downed, but there is nothing in the leaderboards that's tracking downs. It doesn't affect any kind of KD or anything like that. You can get down millions of times. It's not going to matter. So on the right, here's the breakdown of how much money you're going to get if you come back after bleeding out. So round 2, you're going to get 1,000 points because you did complete round 1. And on round 3, you're going to get 2,000 points because you did complete round 2, and then it just keeps going up. And this money is for anybody that bleeds out. So right here we have 3 players that bled out on round 3. They're going to come back on round 4, and everybody is now going to have 3,000 points. There are some rules to this and ways to maximize it, and I'll show you the strategy we use to open up all the doors for free and get perks. And yeah, this continues based on the round you bled out on. That's how many points you're going to get times 1,000. Right here we're just showing that we've all gone down on round 10. We're going to respawn on round 11, and now we all have 10,000 points. And there's one other thing to know to absolutely max this out is that if you already have, say, 10,000 points, when you come back on round 11, it's not going to give you anything. It's only going to max your points out to 10,000 if you're under that amount. So it's just trying to get you up to speed and allow you to keep playing and staying with the pace of the game. And yeah, we absolutely maximize this method by spending every last dime we have, bleeding out, coming back so that we can get the most points. So I'll quickly show you my 2-player strategy for using this, and we do utilize the assist method where if 2 players are shooting the same zombies, you both get the points. It's like you both killed it. What I'm doing in this game is just using the respawn points to open all the doors, and the other player is collecting the points from the zombies. So yeah, we're getting free money while the other player gets all the points from the zombies. Right here, I know I'm going to be getting 1,000 points when I come back. So I've opened the first door and gotten rid of most of my money, and right here I can go open the second door and then go ahead and bleed out immediately. So right here I just use the respawn points. Now I'm gonna bleed out, and when I come back I'm now gonna have 2,000 points. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the third door. Again, you want to try to open up as much as you can and spend all the money that you can, because it's just going to be filling in the gaps of what you don't have on the next round. Right here I've already bled out, and Honda is going to kill the last zombie, and I'm going to come back with 3,000 points and also an extra 500 because he hit a bonus point, so right at the end there. So now I can open up 2 doors. I'll have enough to open the tunnel and then also in the control room. And what's happening is Honda's getting the zombie kills because that's going to be points he needs for perks and pack-a-punch weapons. And yes, all this free money I'm using to open the doors, but after we're done opening all the doors and getting power on, I'm going to do the method again to get a bunch of more free money, and then I can go get my perks and pack-a-punch. So right here it's round 5. I came back with 4,000 points. This is going to allow me to now get to power, completely open all that up, and then I'll bleed out again. I'm going to come back on round 6 with 5,000 points, and that's going to give me a really good start at getting at least 1 perk and a weapon or whatever I need. At this point we would both start killing and earning points from the zombies. There's really not a need to keep bleeding out because you do, 1, lose your perks, and you will lose anything that you've pack-a-punched. So yeah, you just really want to use this for setup, and that's it. Now this does continue into the high rounds, and we wanted to find out, does it eventually stop? And yes, it does. And I'll show you guys which round this no longer works on. Also, I am still doing some investigation about getting a legendary out of this crate every time on this coffin Easter egg. I know 5 people that were able to get a legendary out of it every single time. In fact, I have done this coffin Easter egg over 10 times, and every time I've done it prior to making my video to announce how to do it, I got a legendary every time. I never got any other color. Then after I made my video and it went public, people started having trouble with it, and now I've gone back in and now I'm having trouble with it. It could be obviously very random, and it could have really been working at some point, and they might have changed something after the video went live, but I will tell you now I'm only getting purple rarity out of it every time I hit the legendary. So yeah, there's going to be some more testing to be done. But when I made that video, this was 100% working. I had 5 people testing it because I wanted to make sure that I was confident in saying this is how to do it, and I was 100% confident when making that video, but now it is definitely changed. But I'm the kind of person that doesn't let this stuff rest. I need to find out why, when, where, and what. So I'm going to be testing this a bunch, try to figure out, is this completely random? If I have to do this 100 times, I will. But I will definitely keep you guys updated. I'm just curious for myself, like, why was it working every freaking time and now it's not? But back to what this video was originally about. So the question is, how high can you get respawn points, and when does that stop? So we went to round 104 and tested every single round. So this is how we tested it. We had 2 players in the game. One of us was under the map, again, testing purposes only, and then we had the other player on top of the map and just getting down and bleeding out every single round and then coming back to see what happened. So the respawn points worked all the way through the 20s, the 30s, the late 40s. You can see right here we've spawned back on round 47 and we've gotten the 46,000 points, which is to be expected. And it's going to stay at 46,000 because that player is AFK and just taking downs every single round and bleeding out. So right here, round 47 is going to end and that player should get 47,000 points, and he certainly does. Also, if you guys have noticed in Cold War Zombies, there's been a change to the way that they do the points when players get down and bleed out. The player no longer loses points, and even the other players would lose points as well, but they completely stopped all that. And that is the case in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and even late 40s, but that changes in the late 40s and players actually start losing points again. So right here, the other players bled out. The round is about to change to 49, so that player should come back with 48,000 points, and they do. So the respawn points method is still working on round 49. The player got downed again, didn't lose any points, and is going to completely bleed out. But then this is all going to change on round 50. The player coming back will get 49,000 points. So that is the respawn point method working, but when they get down round 50, the player starts losing money, and it went from 49,000 down to over 45,000, and it was a 7.5% decrease in points. And at round 50, the respawn points are maxed out. The players will only get 46,000 points maximum, and every time they get downed at this point, they're going to lose 7.5% of those points. And yeah, we wanted to test it into the hundreds to make sure, and yeah, on round 50, it completely stops and it kind of lowers it again a little bit to 46,000, and that is the maximum. So right here, the player is going to spawn back and it's only going to put the player's points into the 46,000s, which is still really good, but I guess that's where they figure it needs to be maxed out at. You don't really need more than that, but it would have been cool to be like in the hundreds and you're getting hundreds of thousands of points for doing nothing. But intentionally using this respawn point method is really only good for the early rounds to open all the doors for free, get some perks for free, and maybe even a pack-a-punch gun. And it's obviously really good for people that do make mistakes in the higher rounds and do accidentally bleed out. It will get them up to speed with points. But hopefully this will help you guys out. Again, we use this method every game without shame, and hopefully you will too. We'll see you next video.